Ho, howdy, howdy, ho, howdy, howdy, ho, everybody. Howdy, ho, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Nathan Blake, and today we are going to be reacting to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate new fighter announcement for the DLC character number 8 or the Challenger Pack character number 7, because there is a distinction there. That was kind of confusing. I wasn't entirely sure how to title this video or this stream specifically because of that. Because, yeah, because Piranha Plant doesn't count whenever you're talking about Challenger Pack character, which I thought was kind of funny. So, Piranha Plant doesn't count, but the clearly all the other Challenger Pack characters do. So whenever you're like, oh, which DLC character is this, so I can figure out what to call my live stream, it's like, well, maybe it's 7, but also maybe it's not. Maybe it's 8. Because for some reason, that's just how they have it set up. Also, I find it really humorous. You guys can't see this at the moment, but there's already 573 dislikes, which is kind of like, well, what do you mean there's already that many dislikes? Why would there be that many dislikes already? Nothing's happened yet. We all know nothing's happened yet. It's very, very humorous. I think it's silly. Obviously, somebody is just, saying what they want to say. So, also the chat, if there's anybody in chat yet, chat is not, I don't know if the chat's working. Chat seems like it could be acting funny. So we've already got a couple of minutes here before the actual event starts, so I guess I can just try real quickly to double check the chat. But yeah, like I'm not seeing anything here, and it even had some messages about how it was not connected and it would not be connected right now. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Because it says I have 2 people watching already, which is super cool. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You might hear me for a second as I pull this up, but yeah, like I'm not seeing anything here, and it even had some. Yeah, so there I was for a second, because I'm trying to get in here to see if pulling up my chat through the actual stream might produce better results as far as seeing this. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share this out really quick, on my Twitters. Just let everyone know that I'm here. Originally I was just gonna start at 9, and then I realized, oh, well, we won't have any time to talk about anything. So my personal pick for this would be, if I just could have anything, would be Harvest Moon Guy. I think that would be hilarious and wonderful. I don't think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be something like Crash or Gino or Sora or Doom Guy or something like that. But who knows? It's really, really hard to say in this modern day and age. Because it could really be almost anyone. Like, if I learned anything from... Hi, Nicholas. Welcome to the stream, Nicholas. Yeah, if I learned anything from seeing the from Sans being a Mii fighter, it's that you could literally have anyone pop up in this puppy. It could be just literally anybody, and I think that's really cool. I think that's an exciting thing for the world of video games. So okay, awesome. So the chat works not based on my stream tools, but based on the actual stream. So I'll just have to watch it through that. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, the actual live stream from Nintendo is live, and is the chat on it's going crazy. Everybody is just constantly saying things. Master Chief, Doom Guy, Steve, that one I can see happening. Hey, Jelly Deck, welcome to the stream. Good to see you too. Waluigi, people are saying Monster Hunter. Goku has popped up a bunch. There's some Pokemon characters. They're talking about even Jesse or James or Shovel Knight. There's a lot of people talking about a lot of characters the ones that I see recurring the most are Goku and Steve and Sora and Crash, and those are pretty much some of the most talked about characters. I wouldn't be surprised if it had something more to do with something that's going to be like, uh, you know, so like Crash would make some sense because Crash has a new game that's coming out, or I could see Paper Mario. Because that would like be a good tie-in for Paper Mario and the Origami King, or there's a bunch of different things that I could see like that would work pretty well with what they've got going on right now. And in fact, like you could tell with Byleth that, and with Min, Byleth and Min both were like, oh, I could tell that they're trying to make sure that people pay attention to these IPs. They're like, oh yeah, Fire Emblem game that came out a little while ago. We like a bump in sales, sure. Throw a character in Smash, and oh okay, well, who was the other one I just said? I lost my train of thought. I literally woke up like 10 minutes ago. This is not a good time for me. um, you do have a Switch, but you haven't bought this game. I see. Well, Smash is really, really fun. Absolutely a good time, whether you're playing by yourself or with 7 other members of your friends or family. It's really worth it. It's definitely enjoyable. But yeah, the last couple of Min obviously, like Arms. Arms is a little bit of a game that didn't sell quite as well as they hoped that it would, and so I could definitely see them saying, "Well, go ahead and throw Min in there, see if it bumps our sales a little." So anyone I see from now on, I wouldn't be surprised if they had some sort of game tie-in from a more recent game, just because it would just make sense that you would want to put a character in here who's going to actually help Nintendo's bottom line, or somebody who's they want to improve relations with. So like for instance, throwing in Master Chief, so that the Halo group, or just the Microsoft group in general, is playing nice with Switch as it moves forward is, not a terrible idea. You could use some of these characters. I'm not saying this is the way that they do this, but you could totally use some of these characters as bargaining chips moving forward and say, hey, Halo 5, port it to the Switch, and you get the Master Chief in Super Smash Brothers. And, the Halo team 343 would just be like, ooh, okay, we've got to do a cost-benefit analysis now, right? Like, Halo guy being on the Switch would mean that we would get, or, Master Chief being on the Switch would be, mean that we would get that bump in recognition, and in more modern players would remember Halo more. So, okay, cool. Have fun. So more modern people who haven't played a Halo game in a long time, because Halo has not been around for a long time. It's been years since they've released a Halo game, really, a mainstream Halo game. Even the last one was not as good as the ones before it by a lot of people's metric. So if you wanted to grab a new audience from Super Smash, this would be the place to do it, and then you could just obviously just get your you could let them put Halo 5 on the Switch, and lots of people would jump on that idea of getting to play a Halo 5 handheld. So there's reasons why a person might be willing to go ahead and put characters in Smash for a purely political and like money reasons. Agent 50X, welcome to the stream. Octoling for Smash. Cool. And then an Octoling is not the same thing as I thought. Yeah, I thought Octoling was. We already had Octo kids from Splatoon, so this is like a specific group of Octo kids. Is that what we're saying? So not just the regular Splatoon character. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I need to have another capture set up in case this is not working properly. I have like a. Oh goodness! Oh goodness! All right, I'll just hide that one behind the other one for now anyway. I just need to make sure that that's there in case we need it. I didn't have like a contingency because I did a thing where I like told it that I was going to be using I went brain dead for a second. I told it that we were going to be using like a media source, like a browser page, and just picked it up from there. But it suddenly occurred to me that there might be some weird issues involved with that. Ooh. Oh, okay. What was that? What was that, guys? Why did that happen? I need to know. Tell me. Tell me your secrets. So yeah, I could definitely see that whatever character they release next, Sora would be a good example. They're making that Kingdom Hearts melody game, rhythm game, a Kingdom Hearts rhythm game. It's starting. Oh, it is starting. Oh no. My two sources are not synced up. You guys aren't going to be able to see properly, are you? I can't tell. Darn it. Dang it. I'm ruining it. Okay, we're just going to have to ignore that source. Okay, we got Mario hanging out here. It's Steve! They actually went Minecraft! Frogs the block! Wow! I really am surprised by that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! Wow! I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Like, I know that lots of people wanted Steve, so I'm not entirely surprised. But still, like, super wild. Just imagine the implication. Alex swaps it, there's multiple characters? Do they have different abilities? Are they Echo Fighters? Are they Echo Fighters, or are they like, is it gonna be like a Pokemon trainer? Whoa. That's pretty impressive. Zombie? They're acting like they're different characters. They really are. Enderman, okay, so back whenever people were talking about whether or not they were gonna have Minecraft in it, I said that there wasn't enough customization, and the only way it would work is if you could, like, switch skins somehow. Like, and I mean, like, really switch skins. Like, really kind of customize your skin is really what I was talking about, but that's really impressive. The level's really cool. Are the blocks destroyable at the level? Ah, piston. That's a pretty cool final smash. Oh my gosh. It's just Minecraft. They just put Minecraft in. That's absolutely wild. I would never have actually guessed they were gonna actually do Minecraft. He was not on. I knew people wanted him, but I didn't realize it was gonna be right there on the radar. Okay, let's see what Sakurai has to say. I'm gonna move
は
myself
い、
to the other
いかが
side.
だったでしょうか、我々が今見たものは一体何だったんでしょうね。というわけで、世界で最も売れたゲームマインクラフトスマブラに参戦です。私としてもこんな日が来るとは思いませんでした。スマブラの新ファイターは私が好みやくじ引きで決めてるわけではありません。任天堂から最初に相談を受けて、持ちかけられることが多いのですよね。もちろん実現が難しければ断ることもできるわけですけれども、 任天堂の担当者が来て言うわけですよ。桜井さん、マインクラフトってスマブラに入れられない
Oh,
です
so
か
he's
ね
just
って。
admitting that people talked him
で
into
ね、
this
クイ
one.
ックイってあげながら簡単に言ってくれますよね。まあ魔法的な何かと勘違いしてるんじゃないですかね。マインクラフトってどういうゲームだか知ってます？
Yeah, that's the thing is that
もう
Minecraft
駆け
is
引きとかを
so
成立させなが
customizable.
らあのゲームをスマブラに落とし込む。そりゃ無理でしょ。だからはっきりビシッと言ってやりましたよ。はい、できます。まあ企画するだけならパパッと考えられます。グラフィックは簡単に済むでしょう。モーションもまあ簡単な部類だと思います。サウンドは他のファイター並みかなと。要素は多いけれども声がないですからね。だけれどもとにかくプログラマーが大変です。死にます。
Man, that's
そして、
so
ステー
crazy.
ジ全部のステージに対して、ブロックを置くという
Oh,
要
they
素
had
を
to
入れるん
rework
だったら手
all
を加
their
えなければいけ
stages
ない
so
と
that they
か、
could put blocks on them?
バイオームはどうするんだとか、そういうような要素
Oh,
もあり
that's
ます。
so
あと
crazy.
なんといっても企画なり、ゲームバランスの調整なりについては
Yeah, I
もう
bet
すでに未知
that
の領
balance
域
with
と言
this
っ
is
て
going
も
to be
い
a
いぐらいです
nightmare.
ね。その、体術とかリーチの短さみたいなものも含めてうまくまとめるのはとっても難しいです。戦法もすごく変わったものになるでしょうね。だけれどもなんと
You know,
か
people did
発
say it
売
was
に
going to be
こ
a
ぎつ
dude
け
with
ら
a
れそう
sword.
に
I'm
な
all
って
I'm
きたの
saying.
で、今日お知らせと、参戦ムービーの、ご報告をした次第です。参戦ムービーである程度分かったこともあるとは思うんですけれども、それ以上のいろいろなプレゼンというのはやっぱりこの行いたいと思っています。今までのファイターとは全く異なる要素が多数あ
Yeah,
る
the
と思い
building
ますので、
blocks thing is
よ
going to
く
be
見て、
insane.
使い方を知っていただければ幸いです。その放送はこちらです。マインクラフトライブの直前に機械を持ち
Steve and Alex.
改めて説明することが決まりました。
Wow.
私ももちろんマインクラフトはプレイしてますよ。クラフトモードで、美麗建築などはしないですけれども、サバイバルモードで生き残りや街の
Are all
風景
these
などを楽
Sakurai's
しんでいたりしま
creations?
す。
I
と
bet
りあ
they
えず
are.
今日はここまで。後日放送のスティーブ・アレックスの使い方放送をお楽しみにしてください。それでは。
Wow. Oh my goodness, that's completely insane. Wow. Okay, the stream has ended. Goodness. Okay, that's super crazy. Yeah, like the amazing part about Steve being in Minecraft and the really impressive thing about that is just that that's a indie game. You know, like it's as indie games get. And yeah, I get that like it's an incredibly popular indie game at this point, and that there's just been like at this point there's just been all kinds of stuff that people have done with it, and like it's made YouTube channels and all these things. But at its heart, this is a game that like I think one guy made, right? Like what is it that how many people worked on Minecraft? It was just one guy, right? Let's see. The game was created by Marcus Notch Person in the Java programming language. Yeah, it really was made by one person originally. And so that's just so crazy that at this point, a game that was made by just some guy gets to be in Smash. I know that it's changed hands, and there's more people involved than there used to be, obviously, and Microsoft is super involved and all those things. But just this concept that you right there, you can make a game, and that game can one day end up in Super Smash Brothers. Because if that's all we have to look at is Sans being one of the Mii fighters and this, and you can see that it doesn't matter what level of game we're talking about. It's about cultural impact is what they really care. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has really turned into more of a library of sorts, a library of games that have had impact on the world. Whoa, what's happening? What's happening?
はい、おはようございます。空の桜井正宏です。 今日は随分雰囲気が違うところでやっていますけれどね。今、収録日は2020年5月の2日です。これは新型コロナウイルスの影響でですね、世界的に、外出禁止が叫ばれています。日本でも、全国的に緊急事態宣言などが出ていましてね、なかなか外に出られない状態ではあります。スマブラチームも、テレワークをしています。私も、自宅で監修とかをしているわけですね。
I'm assuming that this just
例えばスマブラの新キャラクター、新ファイターを出すときに、必ず番組を作っていたわけですが、こんなことではスタジオに集まることができないなと。じゃあ今回は中止かな、それともムービーだけ出してなんとかするかなと思っていたところ、任天堂からですね、立派な撮影キットが自宅に送られてきまして。
I'm pretty sure that this is just
もう分かった、すべて理解したと。
last DLC. Okay, that's what I thought.
ここは私の自宅なんですね。自宅からお送りしています。
Silence, go away.
まあ、任天堂の
Go away. That's what I thought, but since it just like popped up by itself, I was like, it's a secret hidden video? This is a secret one? If you stick around for too long, it just pops up? Huh? So yeah, that's really, really cool. That's super awesome because, you know, like, I talk a lot about, like, games and the art that is games and stuff like that. And, you know, just getting to know that a person who makes a game in their own time and works really hard on it, really makes it art, really makes it impact a lot of people, can one day end up in the all-star game cast of all time is kind of amazing. So we really talk about the DLC I wanted to make. Bye, Jelly Duck. Have a good one. Yes, if I can read what you all are saying. I just, you know, obviously he was talking and stuff. So, yeah. So, honestly, I think that this is a pretty neat idea. I don't know how the different characters are going to work, if they're like a swap or just a skin or what. If I were to make a Minecraft character in the game, I'd probably do a lot of the things that they're doing, honestly. Although I would have made it where you can actually customize your character's appearance using Mii Fighter costume pieces. Not that they would be a Mii Fighter like Sans, but that they would be their own character that you could like customize appearance using Mii Fighter or Mii character clothing. And so then you would get like a much more customizable character, because that's a huge part of Minecraft. And that's one of the reasons why people are like, I don't know if Minecraft, if Steve works for Smash, because you've got to have that customization, that feeling that you're really in control. And I honestly didn't expect it to be that you would just be able to build blocks everywhere. That it kind of does give you that ability. So, I mean, it's fine, I guess. But I did think that it would be cool if you had a setup where you could actually change the appearance of your individual character, you know. So, welcome, Daniel Mark. Steve seems interesting, really smart that they're including all the block building. Wonder if you're literally building things a block at a time like it looks. That's what it looks like. I wonder what your limit is. Obviously, I don't think you're allowed to That's true. It could be prefab chunks that he just does. So, like, you know, you do side B and he goes... Or, you know, you do up B and he goes, brup, 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 you know, or something like that. Might go to your friend's stream soon. That's okay. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this is a really, really interesting thing. I could see if you could just build these wherever you want. Like, imagine you knock somebody off the edge. They're coming back. They're about to land on the ledge, and you go, brup, and you build a wall right there. Or even a wall that goes over them. So there's literally no way that they can get back up and around. That would be pretty amazing. Like, there's some interesting ideas here. I think play style wise, this character is going to be really unique. I think I'm less excited than a lot of the other characters, although just the sheer magnitude of the idea of Steve being in Smash is cool. Looks like they decay pretty quickly. Damage surely blasts them away fast too. Yeah, I imagine so. So anyone who has like an up B that like actually goes through and damages things probably is fine. But anyone who has one of those where they just kind of go like Pikachu or Pit, people like that, they're not going to have a lot of luck with that. Love the idea of watching Steve Stairway build his way back from a hole. Yeah, absolutely. Something knocks him off, and he's like, like, surely he can't just build anywhere, anytime, unlimited, because then you just build things all over the place and make it impossible for people to move around, and you put blocks on the edges and knock people over them and then build up more, and then they would never be able to come back, and you'd be able to, something knocks you off, you just go blah, 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 and get back, and you'd never be able to die. Although there are some characters that have about that good recovery, so I guess it just really depends on how much they get knocked up and stuff. So there is definitely ways that you could work it, even if you can just build anything anywhere and it lasts for a while. But I'm sure they're going to balance it a little bit more towards the idea of you having to, like, really plan how many blocks you have. Because, I mean, that is technically part of Minecraft too, right? Like, you only have so many of each block. You're trying to build the thing that you want to build. And so if you try to build something that you don't have the parts for, it's just not going to work out. Love Minecraft, but I'm not so attached as I wanted to see Steve as a character. Still looks zany and fun and like the mishmash, so I'm all for it. Yeah, exactly. That's where I sit. And that's why I wasn't actually pumped for the idea of Steve himself, but Minecraft in general. Steve is not a character that we all are like, yeah, everybody associates with Steve. Like, when you play Minecraft, you're playing it from your own perspective. People play Minecraft, they don't feel like they are Steve. They're not like role-playing the game as though they're Steve. Steve and Alex are just people who happen to be associated with Minecraft. But when you play Minecraft, you're playing as you. Because that's the whole point. It's a virtual world for you to play in. Like, more so than a lot of games. Like, Mario makes sense to be the face of Mario because when you play the game, you play it from Mario's perspective. The characters are talking to Mario, and Mario is the one who is doing the things trying to get from point A to point B. But Steve is not really who you play as in Minecraft. He is technically, obviously, but not really. Yeah, the names Alex and Steve don't mean anything personally to you. Yeah, and they don't mean anything personally to me either. I don't have anything against them, technically speaking. But I do think the ability to customize your own skin in some way would actually mean a lot. Now, I am really curious if the abilities of Steve, Alex, Enderman, and Zombie are actually different and how that works. Because they did definitely show them doing slightly different things, but they didn't explain what different things they were doing. And it's possible that Enderman is an Alex reskin and that Zombie is a Steve reskin, but have YouTubers like DanTM and Stam. So yeah. So that is the Smash Brothers reveal reaction live stream. Appreciate y'all being here. Time for me to go ahead and go and get some work done and stuff, but appreciate you dropping in. That was really interesting. We'll do one of these next time too, as long as I'm actually free for it and I'll have a few more of the bugs worked out. This is the first time I've ever tried to react live to something, so it's pretty strange, but it took a little bit of on-the-fly finagling, so I thank you all for like bearing with me as we were trying to make sure that things were the way they needed to be, because obviously things went a little broken there for a second, and the video had already started. It wasn't until it had started and I was able to see that the timing was off that I was like, oh, I can't watch this while this is also pulled up for you guys at the same time. So, what do I like of Minecraft? And yeah, Steve was one of the last people in my mind. I knew a lot of people talked about Steve. I knew he was like a possibility, but I honestly thought he was pretty low on the list of people that they were actually going to do. So, I just for Minecraft, I just enjoy generally creating things and stuff like that. Like the fact that it's essentially like Legos. It's not something that I love to play all the time, but whenever I get into it, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm pumped about this, and I build a lot. So that was one of the reasons too that I was like, is this really gonna work here? Because like you can't build things in this. Like if you can build things, that will work. But they totally made it where they could build. So. All right. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and going. I'll talk to you all later. Thank you all so much for being here. As for now, this is Nathan Blake signing off for Nathan Blake Games, reminding you that games are art, and art is important, and so are you. And apparently, you could just make a game, and eventually one day it can end up in Smash.